All right, Cancer, here we go. The hot spot of the connection cycle, the theme energy of the whole damn thing, November 2025, soulmate cycle. I haven't looked. Randomly at the bottom is the Seven Pentacles. Wow. The Ace of Cups, the time is right for it to renew something. Look, did you see that? That's unreal. I didn't plan to do that. I don't do cards. I'm terrible with cards. Let's cut the deck. Let's see where we go. All right, let's just find out what the theme energy for the hot spot is. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. The King of Swords. Somebody's taking action. That's what I've got. Look at this. The King of Swords and the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Wands and the Empress. Somebody's coming toward you. A wall, whatever has separated you, at least as far as this person's concerned, has come down. All right. It's time. Somebody feels like it's time to say something about that cup. That's what the Seven of Pentacles was talking about. That divine timing, and then the Ace of Cups revealed itself. That happened. We instantly know why that happened, so that I would be drawn to this cup. It's the only cup that's here. You know, I mean, there's a lot of cups. I mean, it's one of the cups. All four queens, but you catch my drift. Okay. So you notice how I phrase that, though. This is the way I feel it. According to this, as far as this person is concerned, that wall that separated you come down. So that would imply a couple of things. That might imply that if they're married, they still are. You know, kind of the wall is still there. They're just not paying attention to it. Things are still there if we don't look at them, right? So, keep that in mind. All right, let's see where we go here. Things exist. If they exist, they exist, whether you believe in them or not. That's sort of what's going on here with this. Some people have a hard time with that, but it is what it is. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. And we're done shuffling. That's about it, kids. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it, okay? This right here, we're going to pull Pyramid like we always do. This is how they feel, that King of Swords, whoever it is. I mean, I know, technically they're a Knight of Cups behaving with some King of Swords attitude. This is how they feel about you. This is how they see you and they think about, or what they think about you, etc. And this is the potential final outcome at the bottom. I say potential. I can't predict free will. Nobody can. I'm not a Time Lord. This reading is timeless. It probably stretches up until about the middle of December because Scorpio and Sagittarius seasons are kind of blending together. Either way, your overall energy is still communication. It's a Knight of Swords. This Knight, this adds some symmetry to the reading because that King of Swords orders this Knight. So again, it is always up to somebody's free will, but somebody's got something to say. For sure. What's fueling this? Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. Somebody who didn't give before, I think, does. But I think they're doing it. This is that energy off the Six of Pentacles that I get when I pull on. I think it's the Witches. It might be the Witches. It could be the Light Seer. I don't remember which one it is. Where that asshole in the green robe is given to the kids. It just feels like a photo op sort of energy here. I think that plays out for you in the 3D as sort of a selfish motive. Again, somebody's ignoring a wall that's still there. All right, but it is communication on a high level. We're going to clarify with the Witches. I don't know what's at the bottom here. Let's take a Six of Cups. Yeah, somebody from the past returning. Straight up. This reading is pretty damn straight up. It seems to be the theme. I mean, we have to take into account the overview reading here in a Cancer reading because this is technically an all signs reading. We're getting it on ground level here. The overview is kind of a flyover of the whole thing, like from a helicopter. But when we get on the ground here, yeah. And I think that's where that devil lives that we got in the overview reading. That devil lives in the selfishness that I kind of read here. This is a one-sided message, and this is somebody giving in an equal give and take energy. It's sort of a my way or the highway. Or it can be somebody who's giving, ignoring a wall that is actually still there. In other words, it can be somebody who won't take no for an answer, like we got in the overview reading. In other words, I said I didn't want to talk to you. Well, I'm here anyway because I got something to say. It's revealing of someone's personality. It's not always dangerous. You don't have to hire security, like I said. But people show you who they are, you know, and it gets worse the more you spend with their energy. You see more and more of it. So just keep that in mind. That's all. Always know who you're dealing with, and you know, for the most part, you'll be okay. All right. That's when we get blindsided. That, you know. Anyway, we had no idea that they would do something. Yeah. Okay. You had no idea. It's because you're like most people. You're not paying attention. People show you who they are, and people ignore it. How do they feel about you? Five of Swords. See, there's a lot of love here. Ace of Cups worth of love, and somebody is still shortchanging it. Okay. I think this person also feels like they cheated you on some level, or it might be somebody, it might be an ex who cheated on you. I don't know, but they feel like they've shortchanged you in some way, and in the process they shortchanged themselves. It's this particular energy of the Five of Swords is a feedback loop. Middle, yeah, these are small cards. Two of Pentacles. Well, I mean, I say they're small cards. I just mean they're minor arcana. I don't trust the free will on the DM side any more than I trust societal energy's free will. You know, it's just, I don't know. The Two of Pentacles here. Somebody doesn't know what to make of you, what to do with you, doesn't know what to feel about you, or the minute they feel it, they get confused by it. I don't know. I think there's too much energy here for this person. We have to see what this card is. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. Again, another minor arcana. I don't think they know. I don't think they have the depth to deal with it. These are deep energies, and I don't think somebody attached to you. There's a lot of people attached to you. This is just one big energy. Has the depth to deal with it. We're expanding a little bit on the overview reading. We are. Think of it as an overview extended in a lot of ways. An extended of the extended. But yeah, no, I see this. I'm going to just... This person, their feelings, this person's feelings energy reads to me very immature, very utilitarian, very it's got to be for them. What's in it for me kind of an energy. And there's a lot of love here. There's an Empress. You guys are probably the Empress and the Emperor because you showed up as Empress energy here. And this energy, as small as I'm reading it, wouldn't dare approach the Empress. Wouldn't dare. All right. So they must be an Emperor type energy. Probably reflecting as King of Wands like always. How do they see you? How does this person see you? What do they think when they think about you? The Queen of Wands. I was close, wasn't I? I just said the King of Wands. I was close. It's this person has the audacity. Well, they're attracted to you. That's how they see you, right? But yeah, this is is this a petty person? It might be. Look. We got a devil in the overview reading. I've given you an honest assessment of what I'm getting here. This person has the audacity to think that you're superficial, right? It's probably not you, of course, but it's probably just a narcissist you're dealing with. That's all. And this is how the energy is choosing to reflect it. This aspect of it. Narcissists are always, no matter how old they are, and I've told you this before, they're always playing the schoolyard game of I know you are, but what am I? Okay? It's just that. It can never be them. It just slips off them like Teflon and falls, but it must be you. It can't possibly be me. Mommy said I was the greatest. You know, I mean, right? I mean, it's a bit of that. Okay, but they are attracted to you, right? Big wood here. Okay. You can see the wood. But wrapped around it is a poisonous fucking snake. This person also might think, off the narcissist topic, they might just be a little kooky. They might think that you're pulling some kind of wicked voodoo on them. They might think that you're doing some kind of, because it's a poisonous snake, right? They might think that you're pulling some kind of spells or something. You got them in a spell, or you're, you know, some kind of magic man, magic woman, you know, shaman kind of a thing. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe I don't think you have them in a spell, though. You might be a shaman watching me, but I don't think you have them in a spell. I don't think you've done that. I don't pick up on it. It's not here. If you did, you probably didn't do it right, which is probably why it's backfiring on you. So knock it off. Cancel it. Call it off. Call off the hit. All right? Here we go. What else? What else you got here? What else? People mess up spells all the time. You got to be very, very fucking careful. I've told you that before. And I said it in extended, you got to go 100 layers deep on the energy and make sure you're not knocking anything out of balance. You're going to manipulate energy. I don't think you did here. I think this person just might feel like you did because they don't understand the amount of love that's here. I just got done saying, didn't I say earlier? Didn't I say it? There's a lot of love here, right? And I don't think they understand. Well, this is the most love I can pull from the deck. When they see you, they feel the most love that Steve can pull from the deck. So, yeah, I know you are, but what am I? They don't know how to deal with it, so it must not be them. It must be you. You must be some kind of magic person pulling some kind of wicked, you're a poisonous snake. That's what you are. That's what Steve's viewer is, right? It must be that. It's a very immature, emotionally immature person you're dealing with in a powerful connection. May not be meant for this lifetime. You might have had. Sometimes what happens is two energies come together to teach one something, but the energy, the universe, the fickle old gal universe, the energy knows that it's not going to teach the other one anything. But sometimes it's all about the greater good. The greater good goes in layers. So if it's for the greater good to balance my viewer's energy, the Empress's energy, but the Emperor just won't get it, so they'll stay out of balance, that's fine. Because this was the bigger thing. This was the bigger energy, right? It's always about the big picture, So it is what it is. That's how energy reads things. It reads things. It takes the long view. That's why sometimes robbing a bank gets somebody good karma. It'll get them arrested by the cops because it's illegal. But those are the gray areas are put there by us. That's a human construct. If that bank robbery is setting something straight in the energy, if it's balancing energy, then that person will get good karma. I mean, maybe they'll get free cigarettes in the joint. I don't know. Who knows? Something will come back on them that's good. You're doing the universe a favor. It'll catch you in the next lifetime. Well, you're going to, I don't know. It is what it is. So this is how they see you. Honestly, I just think it's too much. They feel a lot of love for you. It's more than just attraction. They feel deep. They don't know how to deal with it, so it must be poison. It must be a trick of some kind. That's the easiest way to read it. Take it how you want to take it as it resonates, but I'm telling you, I'm giving you an honest read on this person here. All right, potential final outcome for you. See, 3 swords. Listen, I would, honestly, I'm not saying this backs up everything I said, by the way, unfortunately. I'm not saying this isn't, what am I saying? I have to just say it. I wouldn't invest too much in this person, whoever it is. Yeah, you probably both have a big attraction for each other and there's a lot of love, but I'm really starting to feel like this is all about you. That selfishness that I read is actually the energy itself favoring the Empress. That's what I'm starting to think. And that's kind of the way it's flowing here. It's a bit what I just described to you. Yeah, energy in nature won't try to knock itself out of balance intentionally. But everything is for the greater good. And the greater good is about balancing energy. Something, every side benefits and we can try and get something for everybody, that kind of a thing. It's not always possible. Sometimes the greater good is just to take care of the Empress and, hey, this Emperor, well, we'll get them in the next lifetime. Sometimes that's what it is. This might be the case here with whoever this is. I don't want you to assume it's your runner or anything. I don't know. I don't know what energy. It doesn't have a name tag attached to it. If it was Ron, I would tell you, right? If it was Julie, I would tell you. I don't have, it's probably Janelle. But I don't have a name tag on the energy. This isn't telling you not to bang this person, right? It's a little bit of what I say if you want to. Just a lot of attraction here, right? It's what I said a little bit of in the overview reading. As long as you know why you're doing it, you're fine. My advice to you with this 3 of Swords is your final outcome, which is red with 2 pentacles. You got a choice to make. Don't invest too much in this. If this is Steve's Love Tarot, this isn't about business. But if this were a business, if you asked me about an investment, I would tell you, you can invest in this if you want to, but go in a little small. In other words, if they're looking for $100,000, you might want to put in just 10. Start really small and see what it does. Watch it for a little bit and then decide later if you want to come in bigger. That's what I would tell you if this was business. This is love. I tell you the same fucking thing. Just take money out of the equation and make it your heart. All right? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Okay. Let's clarify a couple of things. They're coming. Whoever this is. It could be an ex. I don't think it's a family member. It might be a friend. I don't think with this kind of attraction and love, it's a family member. If it is, you're going to need counseling, but I mean, I don't know. Let's see where we go. So I say that all the time, and if somebody came at me once and said, what about stepchildren, Steve? And step brothers and step whatever. Okay, fine. This can be a little, you don't need as much counseling if it's Greg banging Marcia. Fine. It's not that big a deal per se, but, in the eyes of society, it's still a little hinky. All right? That's all I'm saying. Do what you want to do. People come at me with the craziest shit, man. Like, I can cover every fucking angle here, seriously. There's probably 10,000 angles. I'm doing my best, people. All right, I'm gonna pull on the Two of Pentacles. It might come up in relation to you. I don't know. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Oh, shit. All right, let's see where we go. For people who don't know what I'm talking about, that was a Brady Bunch reference. She had the daughters, he had the boys. They got married. They're stepchildren. Anyway. Some people have never seen the Brady Bunch. I don't know. I have no idea. I used to live right near the Brady house, by the way, for a little while. Anyway, the one they used for the shots. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles crossing the Two of Pentacles. You're both. There's a lot of frustration here. There's a lot of heat. There's a lot of frustration. A shit ton of frustration here. Why? Five of Wands. Somebody's really good. This person really goes round and round about you. You're a thing. If you're not sure, I mean, yeah, Steve, I know they're attracted to me and there's a lot of love, and yeah, they're probably a little bit selfish, or maybe maybe they'll never get it, and it is all for, but but I don't really think, if you don't think you're that much of a thing to this person, you're wrong. You're still a thing. Even if you haven't heard from, there could be a gap in time here. You're still a thing. They still get up every morning and think about you on some level. They still go round and round about it. They check in on you every once in a while. There's some spying here. It's loosely floating in the energy. Yeah, okay, why is this Five of Wands here? The Nine of Pentacles. I think this energy is trying to get rid of you. I think there's two energies here. It could play out either way. Take whichever one resonates for you. Take whichever one makes sense based on who you imagine or feel this might be. Okay? Again, don't assume you know. Try to just feel it. But on one side, somebody's trying to break free of you, which I think is bullshit. But on the other side, I feel like somebody's trying to impress you. Somebody feels like, or they might feel like you're trying to impress them, which gets in their head. I don't know. Take it, whichever one. All the energies are present. All the energies are present because there's a lot of people watching. It's like I say in my little write-up about the channel in the description section. All readings are general because they have to be. There's thousands of people watching, right? I can't, I mean, one of those is all of those are very specific. One of those matters. So either they're trying to break free of you, but they can't, so that you get stuck in their head, and then they don't know what to do with it because there's so much love. Or they're trying to impress you. They want to make sure before they come to you, they got a wad of cash in their pocket, or whatever, so that they can impress you, right? Or they think you're trying, or they feel you're trying to impress them, and that annoys them on some level. I don't know. One of those is accurate. All I know is this is a very immature person. Okay? I'm going to pull on the love you two have here. All right? Why is the Queen of Cups here? Lovey-dovey. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Tell me about it. It's crossed by the Page of Pentacles. The love grows. This is my biggest energy of spying. They look at your picture. We learn as we do that here. Somebody here has imagined, when they look at you, it seems like it's a dream state. It seems like she's looking into this, the way the energy flows. She's looking into this. Here's a she on the card. So into this pentacle and seeing. It's sort of like a crystal ball kind of thing. And so it's somebody who dreams about the love here. And through that, they've learned. But the problem is, they're limited by how much they know about it. In other words, you only learn who we are or grow with something doing it or through interaction with another person, with love in particular, right? You could read about love all you want, but until you experience it, you don't really have that growth spurt. So that's where we're at here. It's like somebody's been reading about it, but isn't really capable of it. What's on top? The Nine of Cups. Why is that here? It's a want what we want. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody thinks they understand it. Somebody looks at you and they don't understand the depth of you, but they just want what they want. They want it because they want it, right? And the bridging energy here is the World. I think this is about to come full 3D. I think that's why you're getting the Three of Swords here. I think this is a new cycle. There's a new cycle beginning here where somebody goes from reading about love to living it. And I think this person's in for a shock. And I do. I think also they may show up a little swordsy if there's someone who thinks that you've got some kind of spell on them or something. Yeah, maybe. You don't, but I can understand how they might feel it that way. It feels like it to me. You got some kind of voodoo going with this person. That's why they spy, and that's why they research, and they're always Inspector whatever on, Inspector Gadget, Inspector something or other, looking you up, doing whatever. I mean, it's that kind of a thing. Why is the Three of Swords here? Final outcome from my people. Very attracted to you. I will tell you that. You are definitely a thing. Even the ones who are trying to get rid of you can't. They can't liberate themselves. No matter how hard they try, they can't. But they also can't sabotage themselves because they distract themselves too much from actually thinking about it. They can't reconcile how to bring you into their life. I think somebody's confronting you this month, whoever this person is, right? They might tell you to get lost, but I don't think they mean it. Why is the Three of Swords here? Oh, shit. Yeah, it's the King of Cups. I knew that was going to happen. What's in the King of Swords underneath it? Again, I've got this king that orders the knight. I thought for sure it was going to be a Knight of Swords. It's the king. Even better. It's. I've given you this before. Say it again. Don't invest too much in this. Okay? Don't give too much of your heart in this. Because somebody's almost going to try and break it right off the top. It's somebody delivering their feelings to you in a very swordsy way. Okay? It's very swordsy. The environmental energy here is volatile. I said it's an emotionally charged month. It's a very highly emotional month in my write-up in the blog. And it is. This is emotional shit. Okay? This is a king of cups who's pissed that they love you, who thinks who've made up some kind of crazy stories about what you might be doing, like you're working out some kind in a cauldron in your yard at night, dancing around it, making all kinds of spells. I don't know. They feel like you've bitten them, right? And now the venom is in them. All right, I don't know, because they can't break free. And even the ones who are like trying to impress you still are trying to break free. I think all of them on some level are trying to break free of your energy, but they can't. No matter how hard they try to distract themselves, you come out as a win. You come out as a Nine of Cups. That's that reliable energy of the Knight of Pentacles there. And I think we're about to move from offline to online, from book to reality. What's on top? There you are. Look, it had to be. It had to be an Empress here or a Queen of Cups or something, or the whole reading was shot. And I didn't look. I didn't know it was there. It's right there. It's you. And this is read with the Five of Wands. It's you. This is big. No wonder they think you're casting spells. Look, you come up as the Empress in this reading twice. I might make that the title of this reading. You came up as the Empress twice. And I hope people don't fast forward around too much. You're better off just watching the whole reading on 2x than fast forwarding around. Because that's energy reading. You peel it back in layers. And I learn as I go. Right? You keep asking questions. Even if I'm reading somebody in person, I keep asking questions. Sometimes out loud when I don't mean it to be. Why is this person like this? Why are their hands doing that? You keep asking and you get the answers. They're there. The universe will give you a goddamn clue. You're coming up again. This is all about you. This is all for you. Okay? The universe figures it's going to cut its losses. It's a sunk cost. Whatever this connection is. Let's say they're obviously the Emperor because you've come up as the Empress twice. So the universe is like, fuck it. I'm not going to be able to balance the energy on the Emperor's side, which means I know I can balance the Empress's energy, but I can't balance both and then hence balance the whole big connection. So I'll take what I can do. I can do that. I'll do that. And then we defer the rest of it till maybe another lifetime. So maybe it's another lifetime that you and this person get together. I don't know. I'm just giving you an easy way to understand the energy. It might be later in this lifetime. I don't know. Nobody would know. Nobody can tell. There's no time in the energy. But I am telling you what's happening here and with this specific connection. And that's what's happening. The universe is cutting its losses. You know, it's like, I can balance this. You do what you can. Why is that here? What did I say? I mean, you couldn't ask for a better card right there. Two of Swords. It's a truce. It's a stalemate. It's a crossroads. Stalemate. It's a zugzwang. All right? Well, it's a zugzwang with a win in one direction. Zugzwang is a German word. It's usually used in chess often, where there's no way. No matter what move I do, I'm going to lose. So fuck it. Right? It's sort of that kind of a thing. Except it's not really a true zugzwang here. It's a bit of a German with a southern accent. I'm sure they say it more like zugzwang, right? You know, like that number, bang. And I'm sure the V is a W, you know, or the W is a V. I mean, all that kind of stuff. But I just say it the way I say it. I'm sure there's some German watching me going, that ain't the way we say it. I know it's not. I'm sorry. But there's actually, it's not a true zugzwang, right? Because there is a win here. And that win is balancing the energy for you. You can get something beautiful out of this. My advice, it's going to play out differently for all of you, but my advice is the same advice I'd give you if this was a business deal. Don't go all in, go a little bit in. See where it goes, and then go a little more if you want to, right? That's what I would tell you. But even the universe doesn't feel like it can balance this other person's energy. All right, they're always going to fly a little bit. Anything. This might be the type of person for some of you where anything they don't understand, they fly off on some kooky conspiracy theory or fly off on some silly idea that they've got or go with what somebody else said because it's easier to understand than what's really going on. Could be that kind of person. They are fairly low vibration. And that's how low vibrational people act. You're coming up as the Empress twice, so you're not low vibration. All right? It's just, let the universe give you a gift. If you go too far in this, though, slow your roll. Stop at the 2 swords or you'll end up with 3. You know, it's that kind of energy, all right? Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. All right. Right on. Let's see where we're at here. Final message for you. It came up in the reading. It's the first card out. 9 Pentacles, 9 Pentacles. 9 Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Hierophant, and the High Priestess crossing the 3 of Wands. There is a hidden benefit. I'm just going to paraphrase it. It's a message for you. So listen up. These are big cards here. I got 2 major arcanas and a minor arcana Empress, really, more than anything else. There's a hidden path that is revealed to you through this. There's a reward in this for you. What you do here matters. It affects the long term. Okay? What we do, and I talked about that in the overview for the extended, right? The overview readings extended. I said what we do here in November, actually in about the 4-month bubble that it's part of because of Jupiter retrograde. What we do affects things for the huge long haul. You know, there's a lot of that coming up. There's a lot of these little bubbles that are coming up over the next couple of years. But right now, with this specific connection, you know, again, you can see it in your final outcome. This is, minor arcana, it's up to free will, but minor arcana means you can change this, right? It doesn't have to be this way. Don't invest, you know, again, the easiest way to describe it is if this was an investment. You know, they want 100 grand, Steve, should I do it? I wouldn't do the whole 100 grand. This is what it's saying. That's going to be bad. Just do what you can. Do what you're comfortable losing. So, in a love situation, you put in here as much as you're comfortable with that's not going to send you into a corner crying, drinking out of a bottle of whiskey. All right? There's something very liberating about the power that you have here. You're a bit of a guru to this person. So if you are one of the people where this person thinks you've cast some kind of spell, try to tone that back a little bit. Try to show them a little bit what actual empathy is like, and that it's not some wicked spell, sort of a thing. But yeah, this person, all of you on some level, this person views you as some sort of guru. I can't really figure out exactly why. Maybe you wrote something, maybe you said something that came true. I don't know. But I say that because I don't feel like this energy, this incoming energy, is an impressionable person per se. So, but you've made a huge impression on somebody. I think somebody who most people don't make an impression on is what I'm saying. Okay? I don't know. It's the best way I can describe it. So, take my advice here in your final outcome. But I do think the universe is trying to help you. It can balance your energy. Balanced energy is happiness, right? It can make you happy. And I think it will. But I think it's cutting its losses on the other side. I do. And I understand why. It does that sort of thing all the fucking time. All right? All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.